Coach, this is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Hey, Alpha.
Throwing on first down. Tanner got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Arizona.
Let's go now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Leo.
They run, Cook. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Partner, those are back-to-back 6-yard runs, and if they're going to continue to get those types of plays, shoot, you just keep running the same stuff, don't you?
Yeah, it was 1st and 10, then 2nd and 4, now 1st and 10 again.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo.
It's 59, Mike the 59.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 59. Hey, they're scared.
5.
On first down, Tanner. That'll be complete to Cook. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ready
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
80 weapons. Out. Rock it. Get it.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Ready, set.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
We on now. Rush in. Look at me. Go. Lee Griffin.
From the gun, Tanner. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner.
56. Coming this way. Here we go.
DC.
Switch.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And they work this out past the 25. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. They were probably just looking for a couple yards of breathing room, snapping the ball at their own 2. Well, they got a lot of breathing room.
And even knowing that offenses are as aggressive as they are now in the NFL, you still expect them to run the football in that situation. Why weren't they ready? Instead, it turns into a monster gain and gets them way from the shadow of their own end zone.
We go tonight. Line 20. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now a first down throw. Gone. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun. Goff. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 33 yards that time.
That's good for a Rams.
We go tonight. 180.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Mike's 56. Mike's 50.
17. 17. 17. Obama. 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 Obama.
Now gone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Maverick, Maverick. Super one, super one.
Hey,
Throwing again is gone. And that is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Value one.
I'm going 37's to Mike. Mike 37. Pick me up. Here we go.
Five.
Mike 37. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Kill, 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 kill.
Five.
Six guys. Check six.
Hardball.
Jim. Undercrush.
Throwing on third. Gone. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. So third down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. Operating from the gun, Tanner. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Know your job. Slam.
Louis.
Check 43. Tight dog.
14.
After the interception, here's Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
56. Mike.
12.
56. Kill. Shoot. Watch safety creeping.
We go. 76.
Goff now looks to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, Shell.
Hey, Steve 6.
57 is the mic. 57 is the mic. 1, 2, 3.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
I'm coming.
From the gun, here's Goff. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete as well.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal, but all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Let's go. Stand read. 37. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Win the rep, win the rep.
Ric Flair.
Check 37.
Orange.
Kill.
Hardball.
Now gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
56 to Mike.
Super.
Check 56. You go, night.
Two.
Deuce.
A shotgun snap for gone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
I got it.
12.
Check safety.
Hey, Shell. 11. 11.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Eric Armstead. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
12.
57. Mike, 57.
Here's Goff. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
What? 180. 76. Tell him. 76.
Mike, 56. Mike.
Hey, high 7.
You better be afraid of me. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. Watch the run. Hey, they're running it. Check 26. Show it up.
Back to throw. Goff. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Goff. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
2 for 1.
37's to Mike.
To throw is gone. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will make our score 9-0. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be in search of their initial points in the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a first down. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Go out.
Tighten up, tighten up. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Smooth. Snap.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me.
Hey, Delta.
Shit, watch the shit.
From the gun, Tanner. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Stay with your man.
Mike, 56.
Listen.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Hey, switch gears.
Hey, 5.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Value 3.
Check. Motion. Wide.
Hey, lift.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
17.
Check 56. I got him. Mike, 56.
12.
56. Hey, here we go.
Listen.
Check.
Now it's gone. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination, but the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Extra point right down the middle. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Matt Weil now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
56 to Mike. 56.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Watch twist.
Five.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Super one. 12.
On 1st down, it's gone. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down. Goff now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Goff. Now it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Here goes tonight. 180.
56. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check 52.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Goff now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10.
56 is the mic. You rush. 56 the mic, boys. 56.
Shell. Tiger.
Goff now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Five.
I got you.
Bravo.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Get that quarterback. It all comes.
Goff now looking to throw. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Five.
56 is the mic.
Hey, Charlie.
56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. You ain't
Good.
Goff throwing again. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. But it'll be 2nd and goal. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the 2nd half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the 2nd half gets started. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
6-6, pull it high.
Check hot route. Hot. 30.
Hey, Sam off. Hit it.
Again, it's Cook. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Looking to throw. Tanner. He finds Beckham, complete. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
On the carry, it's Cook. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
It's our field. It's our field.
2nd and 2. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
57 to Mike.
On 4th down, Tanner. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
On the set.
This quarterback now just 6 of 16 through the air, but he does have a 1st and 10 here.
Check 24.
Operating from the gun, Tanner, and that is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Shit.
You go, Leo.
You got tight right there.
Hey, Zoo. 5.
To throw again, Tanner. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Aaron Donald. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
Check 13. Check 13. Check 24. Check 24. Shit.
Hey, exit.
Shit.
Get it.
From the gun, Tanner. He'll rifle this one deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Caleb Wilson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the #1 thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Hold on. Check. Value 3.
Hey, seam 6.
Check that.
From the 31, Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
180. 56. It's a party now.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Gurley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Watch the twist.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Go, 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 go. Check 52's the mark.
Tiger, Tiger.
52's the
Go, go.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch the curl.
Whirling.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check. Fresno.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 10.
52's the mic right here.
Shell.
Hey, high 7.
He's coming. We got double up. Watch the edge.
Out of the gun. Goff. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone, and with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Throwing again. Tanner. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. This one caught by Isabella. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. That'll be complete to Cook. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Topper!
Sponge! No.
Go.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Let
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on third down for this offense. A shotgun snap for Gone. He gets it to Cooks. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
We go tonight. White 20.
56. I know he ain't got it.
Again, they run with Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction.
Brown.
Check 15.
Hey, lift.
From the gun, here's Gone. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy point.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will get him one closer. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach Bob just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
Go, 12, let's go.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Switch.
We go, 76. Louis.
Here's Gone. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Let's go.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.